Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly readings, and this will be for the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, please remember that these readings are only general, they're not a personal reading, and just take what you need with you. If they don't resonate, just move on to another reader or another reading. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot for your reading. And this will go roughly from the 8th to the 14th of December. Okay, we're ready. Aquarius, you have the Ace of Cups coming out here. So the Ace of Cups is about a brand new start in love. Now, for some of you, this can be, a romantic relationship. It could be a reconciliation with a family member. It can be a brand new start with a new baby coming through, or the birth of a baby. But whatever it is, this is something you love. This is something you want to put your heart into. It's all about the heart here. Okay, so you could be dealing with someone who's taken a long time to have some sort of commitment with you. Maybe they've taken a long time to ask you to marry them. Maybe it's taken them a length of time to ask you to even go out with them. But somebody here is making an offer and they're very slow. Okay, Six of Wands, but you've been recognized. You're finally moving here because you realize that you've been seen here. But then we've got the Two of Swords, so there's some sort of decision that needs to be made, and then the Nine of Cups. A lot of Nine of Cups energy coming up today. This is a relationship that you really want. You've waited for a long time for this to take off, or for this person to ask you for something, a long time. And they're finally coming in. But there's some sort of decision you need to be made. You need to make on how to move forward on this. So although it's being offered to you, there may be sort of some feeling here that perhaps it's not the right offer, or perhaps it's not quite right for you at this time. You may not want to go into a relationship right now, but some sort of decision around this needs to be made. Seven of Wands coming out. We're seeing this a little bit today too. This is a card of holding space, holding your ground, defending yourself. It can be seen as being defensive, and I feel that that's what we're talking about here. So maybe you've given up on this person. Maybe you've moved into something new. Maybe you're in another relationship and then this person comes in and you're being very defensive now about this energy. But maybe because it's taken too long for this person to come to you, or ask you to marry them. Maybe you've been waiting for a really long time because the Nine of Pentacles is here. Maybe now you don't want to go into a love relationship with someone. Maybe you've found self-love and you're happy in where you are now. Okay, so you may have been through some sort of transformation here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but it looks to me like you've had a period of time either by yourself, where you don't want to move into something new here. Three of Swords coming out here. I might put a couple more cards down. Now, if this isn't about a relationship for you, Hanged Man, there's this energy here that something's being offered that you no longer want. A very strong energy. You're trying to look at it differently, but it's like you don't want it now. You've been through some sort of transformation here. So maybe you thought you wanted something some time ago, but you didn't. I have a feeling that you may have someone coming in that actually hurt you, broke your heart, and they're coming back in now to offer you. So maybe they weren't serious about you the first time around. Maybe they were only offering something more casual. Maybe you wanted a relationship and they weren't offering it at the time. But what's happened is you've been single for a while now, and it's like, you know what, I like it where I am. I'm not really sure I want to accept this cup this time around. I waited so long last time and you didn't make the offer. Now I'm not really sure if I want to go in that direction. Because you're taking time out to have a look, just to make sure you don't, I think you're going to cut this person out. I don't think you're going to accept an offer that's coming to you. Now, if it isn't about love and it's about something else, the same thing applies. It looks to me like you've put a lot of effort and a lot of work into being single or doing without this particular thing. So now it's being offered. It's like, I don't need it anymore. I don't want it anymore. And therefore I'm not moving forward. That's what it's like here. Okay, so we do have the Empress coming out here. So for some of you, this may have been that you offered something in the way of a business, or you were offered something in the way of a job previously, and you've moved on to do something here by yourself. And it may have been difficult moving on. You may have been very disappointed, but there's something here that's coming around here in order for you to take this again. Now, if this is about a lot of messages here. Actually, it's probably the busiest reading I've done. There's lots of stuff going on. There's a feeling here that you are very comfortable where you are. No matter what this situation is, it's like, I'm resigned, I've done this work, I'm happy just to be where I am. So I'm just going to have a look at these cards again. Yeah, see, you're to a point where you just... Okay. So we have the Nine of Cups, but behind the Nine of Cups I have the Seven of Swords. So I'm feeling like somebody didn't do the right thing in the past. And that's why they're trying to move back towards you very swiftly too with this Eight of Wands, because they realise they've let you go and you may have been the one. So they've been having some sort of pain and heartbreak and anxiety trying to move back towards you to make this offer. You could be dealing with a Scorpio here. Because I have the Scorpio card, but it's sort of similar to the Scorpio reading as well. I feel that somebody realised they let something go back here. I think someone's realised they're in love with you, but you're not. You're just not really. Even though this was something you've wished for a really long time, you may have been ready to take this back for a very long time, but it's like you've passed the point of no return here. You've done your own transition, and it looks to me like you're quite comfortable. Nine of Pentacles, Empress energy. It's like you just don't want to accept this offer this time around. This is sort of like, well, it's offering you stability. It's offering you stability. There's this feeling here that you may have either met someone new, or maybe early in something here that you haven't quite got to a point of commitment with another person, but I feel like you've moved on with someone else here. I feel that you waited around for someone or tried to give someone an opportunity to make an offer, and they just didn't come clean with it. And somehow or another, this heartbreak had put you through some changes that you have now realised that this person is not someone you want to be with anymore. You could have been dealing with someone, as I said, who took a really long time, could be an earth sign. But it's like in the meantime, you've understood who you are. You've come into your own power here, and you're not prepared to leave that or let that go, because actually you really like where you are. Now, it could be, as I said, you've met someone new and you want to give that a bit of a go first. So the card of why has come out here. So the question probably is, why have you taken so long to come back? Why did you break my heart and now you want me back? That's the sort of why I'm getting here. So it's card 31. Okay, so it's about motives, driving intention, and the power of the knowing the why. There is great power in understanding your motives right now. The Oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most importantly, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. So I think this is why it's why. This is why. This is why you're having trouble with this, because you don't understand why this person did what they did, and now they want to come back and just sort of pick things up with you. I think you're going to cut this person out and move off with this new person here. someone who you feel is speaking a truth. Perhaps you felt the other person wasn't truthful with you, but you definitely look like you're going to move on here, Aquarius. But I think that the reason you're not sure at the moment is because perhaps you still have some sort of connection to this person that you're finding it hard to let go, and you're trying to look at it from their perspective, but I think you're putting yourself first here. Have a great week.